Look at me. Connect. Look at me. Look at me. Connect. Are you connecting with me?
I had you.
That means, first of all, there was no umbilical cord situation. You're the dad.
I emotionally had you.
Wow.
Here we are.
Keep this in. Welcome to Let Me Ask My Dad podcast. I'm Gabby Bryan.
And I am David Bryan.
And Dad, who are you?
I'm your dad. I'm Gabby Bryan's dad.
Biggest credit of all. Basically a Tonight Show credit.
Exactly. Hello.
Exactly. Hello.
my daytime, nighttime job. I've been the founding member. Let's do it again.
You got
I've been
it.
the founding member, one of those, and a keyboard player, singer, writer, composer, all encompassing for Bon Jovi.
Would you include dancer in that? Because you do go buck wild on the keys.
I do not dance. I'm a mover.
You do a lot of jumping, I would say. Not to JoJo Siwa code you, but you don't have no idea what that is.
I feel like I'm coding.
And I'm gorgeous with the perfect personality, Gabby Bryan. I'm a comedian, global, international, and even national, mostly in the tri-state area as well as London. And you might have seen me on TikTok and nowhere else.
On Instagram.
On Instagram too. Nice.
Huh?
Nice, Dad.
Exactly. On the Twitter too.
Well, it's not called Twitter anymore.
I mean on X.
No, I have like 200 followers on Twitter, and all I do is talk about salad. I'm like really not fun on Twitter. You have a Twitter?
I do. No, I have an X.
X. I posted on your Instagram today. Did you see that?
I did not. What did I say?
I announced your documentary that came out that you just never posted about.
I was about
to
do that today.
I did it already.
All right.
If you're wondering what's going on with my dad's Instagram, I'm sure that's why you're here. Half of it is these weird, like haunting ramblings that he does by himself that have like, no offense, 30 emojis after it. And then you could tell what I do, which is sort of normal, mentally sane posts. Other than that one I posted about a parrot, but I thought that was fun.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're my administrator.
I'm your social media assistant, and and my payment is me putting your credit card on my Amazon account.
Exactly.
Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. Okay, so this is Let Me Ask My Dad podcast. This is going to be our weekly podcast where we answer advice from listeners.
Yes, when you write in, we have the answers.
And they will be correct and perfect every time.
Yes.
And please, if you take the advice and something goes wrong, legally, we are not responsible. So sorry. We're sort of like big pharma in that you signed a, clause that says you could die from this podcast and it's none of our business. So
that's correct. It's the best I can do.
Exactly right.
Without being sued.
Please don't sue us. We are Jews and we will win. Just keep that in mind.
We have better lawyers than you.
Dad, why do you feel like you are qualified to be answering strangers' advice?
About parenting.
About many different things. Today will be parenting, but each episode is a different theme.
It's probably because of my all-encompassing knowledge.
Oh, and oh, how humble of you. And talk us through that all-encompassing knowledge, if you don't mind.
62 years of knowledge. Mm-hmm. In my the time period for which I was born till now,
which was 1808 to now.
Yep, there was a guy with a kite and goes, "Wow, that's electricity."
And you were like, "Thank God, I'm like I'm out of candles."
My TV works now, so
I love the idea of having a TV before electricity. You're like, I'd really wish.
I'm waiting, bing.
Oh.
MTV. No, so started out with a black and white TV in my life.
And a microwave. You said you were the first person on your street to have a microwave, which is fucking crazy.
It was great. The whole neighborhood came over to watch us cook a hot dog in 45 seconds. It was like a moon landing. It's unbelievable.
And you watched the moon landing.
And I watched the moon landing. So
that blows my mind.
Yes. So people say it didn't happen. I go, I saw it.
I saw it on my black and white TV.
I looked outside and I was like, kind of looks like the moon. I couldn't really see it so close up.
Yeah, it was daytime. So,
but no, it was at night.
Oh, good.
I just made that up. I have no idea. And just the technology and all the information and things from colored TVs to computers and cell phones. And I feel like all that gave me such great knowledge to give advice to my fellow human being.
All I heard right now, just to recap what you just said, was
Yes.
talking about different TVs.
Yes.
And like, I don't see how that will help literally anyone at all.
Okay, now let me add. So on that TV show, there was the Bob Newhart show,
Yeah.
which is a good plug because we know him. He was the first.
You're welcome, Bob.
You're welcome, Bob. You need an extra.
You need
Yeah.
a career.
Here's a fin for you.
What's
That's
a
a
fin?
$5 thing. That's in my day. We would
What's a
call it.
fin?
$5.
A fin?
Yeah,
Oh, we call it a fiver.
we call it a fin. So anyway, he was the first TV shrink. So we learned about advice and shrinking through TV.
So are you just going to be regurgitating written dialogue from Bob's show?
No, it's just in the computer here. You know, all this knowledge, all raising twins.
If you say fucking computer one more time,
What? Oh, I can't say that.
you can't say computer.
Oh, in my mind.
That's right.
Okay, good. My fucking mind.
My fucking mind.
And raising children, 3 children,
Yeah.
even.
Expert dad.
Still alive. Wow.
And that's huge.
Wow.
And you really tried to put a stop to that through drugs as well as diabolical behavior. And somehow you stand strong.
Physically, you're still there. Mentally, I tried my best.
Exactly right. A light lobotomy.
So that's how I can give others a lobotomy and help them.
We are going to lobotomize you. You're welcome.
That's right. Straight.
You did go to one semester of medical school, and I feel
2.
like that's 2. So sorry.
Pre-med.
Pre-med, so not even the good stuff. I bet you.
No, that was good.
I'm sorry. I bet you in the first 2 semesters of pre-med, you learn how to do a lobotomy and nothing else.
No, we dissected fetal pigs that were dead already,
Jesus.
which was easy. A little thing. It's only about this big.
Which, by the way, was easy.
Well, because it starts out dead, so you can't kill it.
True.
That's how doctors start out. You work on dead things and then dead people, and then because you can't kill them.
Are you gonna donate your body to science?
They don't want it. I said, I don't even donate my blood. I have rock and roll blood. Either you're going to live till you're 150 or die immediately.
Yeah, literally. It's like the what's it called when you get injected with death?
Death injection?
No, when they put you down like a dog.
Oh, yeah.
What's that called?
When they put you...
Lethal injection.
Lethal
Thank you,
injection.
Lizzie, our
Oh, thank
amazing
you. Yes.
producer on the keys. Lethal injection. Your blood, if you ever siphoned your blood and gave it to someone else donation based, it would be lethal injection.
Or you live till you're 150.
Or you're like tripping for years.
Try
you know
it.
if you do too much acid, you have a mental break?
I never did acid.
Oh, I did. So I did acid
Is
once.
this a parenting show?
We'll get to parenting really quick. I did acid once. Do not
Bad.
recommend.
No.
I thought a chipmunk was going to kill me.
No, stay off
and
drugs.
I looked in the mirror
Stay
and
in
I
school.
thought I was a lizard.
Stay in school, stay off drugs. Not my advice
What?
to do any of that.
That's not your advice.
No, don't do acid.
My advice is don't do acid, but mushrooms is fine.
Well, it's like a light version.
Yeah,
It's like a Diet Coke.
it is. In that it'll kill you even faster.
No, slower.
But it feels fine.
No, slower. Like real sugar, Coke kills you immediately.
But aspartame is. I love Diet Coke, but that's because I'm a girl.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's not for you.
Okay.
It's for youth.
So where are we now?
I feel like if I could just jump in really quick
Yes.
about why I feel like I'm qualified to answer questions,
Oh,
if you
go.
don't mind.
Yes, let me hear this.
I'm 30, which means I've passed into the afterlife in that I have a handful of knowledge. I could answer like 10% of the questions in 30 years of living. It's
give
not
you
nothing, but it's a little,
It's something.
right? One time a therapist told me that I could be a therapist. So I don't understand why I was charged for that session. And lastly,
You know therapists are the most fucked up people in the world.
yeah, why do we trust them?
Well, because they're doctors of it, but like in their own personal lives, they're a mess.
Why?
You have to ask the therapist.
You know,
There you go.
you know, every therapist has their own therapist. I wonder how far up it goes.
A therapist.
Yeah.
To the all-knowing therapist?
To the all-knowing to God's therapist.
Maybe.
Do you believe in God?
I'm not going to go there.
Oh,
I don't not believe in God.
I believe in ghosts. Is that something?
I always said this. I said, I don't know if God made man or man made God, but I believe man made God. But just in case I'm wrong, I want to have a little out. You know,
Okay.
like when I'm up there and it's Judgment Day and like, hello, I am God. I'm like, shit.
Fuck.
Listen, it was a theory.
It was just it was a joke. I had a comedy podcast. It was a joke. God.
As you're dancing, just a theory.
Please let me in. Please let me in.
Don't want to go to hell.
Awesome.
Yeah. So there's your advice. Good night.
Good night. I feel like I could give advice to 30 and under, Forbes 30 under 30. That's
Nice.
what I'll focus on. I know a lot about technology. I'm a computer whiz. I know it's
True.
hard to believe looking at my face and body as well as my personality, but I am a computer
You
whiz.
got brains.
I got brains under this blonde hair.
Me too.
And I've been going through rolling breakups since I was 16 years old. So I could really advise on relationship stuff. And I have a new crush, and that's none of your business.
I don't want to hear it.
Great. So I'll be answering just a little bit, and he'll be answering a lot of it.
Okay. There you go. We're ready. We're ready for your questions. We're ready to answer and solve all of your problems to the best of our abilities.
Yes, and legally we are not responsible for anything that happens.
Our solutions may not be correct.
Yeah, we're not
But
saying
we're going to try
right.
our best. We're going to try our best.
Listen, you came here for a reason.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine why you would, but I'm happy.
But thank you.
But thank you.
But thank you very much.
And good to see you.
We're going to entertain you. You're going to laugh. I laughed. I cried.
Yeah.
It's like the outside of a Broadway show. I laughed. I cried.
I laughed,
It
I
was
cried.
wonderful.
It was
I
the whole
love my
goddamn
son.
thing.
I love my son.
That was just an impersonation of any old Jewish woman.
Yes.
Any and every. Okay, so before we crack open these questions,
Yes.
you could submit your own questions quickly on Let Me Ask My Dad Pod on Instagram. You could DM me personally. Don't DM him. We do not really go through his DMs. They're actually insane. And also at Let Me Ask My Dad Pod at gmail.com. You could submit questions. Please just submit them there so I don't have to read my DMs. Just go to the email first.
And I don't even know what a DM is, so definitely do for the Gmail.
Exactly. It's a stork delivers DMs.
Oh, duh message. Duh message.
Duh message. That's what it stands for. Okay, we're into the iPad. Whoa, we're into the iPad. Okay, so this week's theme is parental issues. So it's actually kids that have problems with their parents. Ooh, who's in the hot seat?
Who's in the blame game?
Good rebuttal. Good rebuttal. Now,
Go to your room.
you're going to have...
That's what I say. You're all grounded and go to your room.
I know you're 30 years old. Go to back to your one-bedroom apartment.
That's right. You're grounded.
And turn off your Ring camera. You're a parent, so you'll be great at these. I've never even had a scare, so no issues here.
Okay.
Let's jump into these questions.
I'm ready to jump.
Question 1.
Yes. Let's do it. Gotta rub your hands for
Are you
this.
ready?
Wait, I gotta warm up. Okay.
Warm up. Do a light stretch. Wow, we're going to save lives. Okay, question 1. How do you deal with aging parents who won't listen? Dad! Fancy seeing you here.
Well-
Might I answer this question called How to Deal with Aging Parents Who Won't Listen?
Well, some parents aren't aging. Hello.
Yeah?
And I listen to all.
Really?
And if they're not listening because the question isn't correct.
That's a really good blame game. I mean, we're a huge advocate of two things on this podcast.
Yes.
The blame game and emotional abuse lasts longer. So,
Yes.
right? I would say that's how you parented.
So, I mean, well, first of all, every one of your parents is going to be aging. That's not even up for grabs. Hello.
Good argument.
And you're aging too, in case everybody's wondering. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
you're going to be a day older than today.
So true. So start getting baby Botox now.
Exactly. And then what was the second half of that?
How do you deal with aging parents who won't listen? This is such a general question and it's a
Wait,
general
so did you
yet
see what I just
specific.
did?
What?
I'm not listening.
Yeah.
You didn't even get that. Hello.
Hello.
I'm here all week.
Ding
Try to
dong.
veal.
Here's what I did personally is that I locked him down on a podcast so I could ask him questions that I wrote. Just kidding, I didn't write this one.
Parents always listen, first of all.
Not true.
No, we listen. We may not respond
Or respect.
or respect. Mainly about responding.
Do you feel like you listen to everything I say?
I listen to everything you say, and I don't answer everything. Well, especially in your youth, because most of it is just garbage. So you really don't want to discredit your feelings. But if I don't say anything, then it's still your feelings without saying, that doesn't make sense and you're too young to understand. So you just go, let's talk about it later.
God damn it. That was some of the worst advice I've ever heard. Not only was that bad advice, it also was sort of a riddle. I think, well, it's a real thing with parents, but definitely with dads. This is a dad thing where they call you, right?
Yes.
And then you talk about yourself for like 45 minutes. You tell me every code to the house. You tell me what's going on with the electricity, what's going on with the copper wiring in the basement, what's going on in local government. And then you go, okay, great chatting with you. Bye. And then you hang up and say, I could be dead in a ditch right now. And you had to have no idea.
Well, that should have been your opener. Hi, I'm dying in a ditch. Then I would have gone, let me just talk about me for a minute. And then we'll get back to the death
I hear
part.
you. I'm listening. If I could just quickly talk about the piping.
My important things, my life. Hello.
Yeah. Excuse me.
I had you didn't have me. I go first.
That's a good argument. I think what you should do to your aging parent who won't listen, I think you should
talk louder.
Talk louder. Maybe they need hearing aids.
Hey, maybe they just can't hear you. And you save them. Or it maybe had an ear disease and you're like, I can't, you're not listening. You go, oh my God, I have to go to the doctor, and you save my hearing.
Yeah. And then you could hold that above their head for years to come.
Yeah, minutes, not years.
That's true. Lock them legally via contract into a podcast.
Yes.
That's my advice for you. And I would also encourage you to be the favorite child. They listen a lot more when you are that. No offense to my siblings.
I always said this. I set all my kids down, all three of you, and I said, listen, whoever's the nicest to me gets the most money when I die.
And I am so goddamn nice.
Exactly.
Other than that, Amazon
and I am keeping score.
Thing.
So out there, if you have siblings, be the best.
Yes.
Kiss ass the most.
Totally.
Suck it up and kiss ass.
Totally.
And if they don't listen to you, go, obviously you're not listening to me because that's the good advice.
Oh, that's beautiful. I have no idea what you mean by that.
I don't either. But somebody's calling in right now to answer us.
Who's calling you?
Who's that?
Wow, you get more phone calls and texts than the biggest celebrity in the world. The amount of people who call you just to chat blows my mind.
It's actually somebody's calling me from the moon just to prove that there was a moon landing.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
You
Neil Armstrong, I have his number.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he hot? Can you bring up a photograph of Neil Armstrong, please, Lizzie? This has nothing to do with anything. I just would like to know. I'm young, obviously. And old. Not to be ageist. How old is he now, do you think?
I think he's dead.
Really?
Yeah.
You think he died?
I don't think so. I think he's definitely, I know
I don't think so. I think he is. Confirmed, not hot. Moving on. Question
he's
2.
He's an astronaut. Leave him alone.
That
Didn't
has
say
nothing...
model/astronaut.
That's true. He didn't claim to be anything other than an astronaut. But you'd think that the astronaut they put on the moon, the first one would
guy.
be hot.
No, it's not Brad Pitt going on the moon.
Why not?
Because they're not brave enough to be astronauts. They're just actors. On the movies, they go, "Whoa, I'm on the moon." But for real, they're not. They don't have.
I'm on the moon.
They don't have what it takes.
Yeah, but I bet you there was one hot guy. It's like in theater school how there's always one hot guy.
It's astronaut school. It's not theater school.
You're right. There's no
astronaut going, where's your headshot? Oh my God, we need makeup and hair on this guy.
I can't believe they didn't at least put a little powder on. Okay, question 2.
The sun is shining off of your forehead from the moon.
You think the moon glow would have helped a bit?
Exactly.
It's like a filter. It's like Facetune.
Exactly. For the original Facetune. Moontune.
Moontune.
Okay, get to the next question already. We've already helped one law-abiding citizen.
We don't know that. We do not know that. Question 2. My father and I had a fight with my mother. She is mad and she won't talk to us. What should we do? Ignore the bitch. Next question.
No, perfect. It's like, so you've sided with the breadwinner.
You don't know that. That's sort of sexist. We don't know if the mom is the breadwinner.
So if the father is the breadwinner,
yes,
then you've sided with the breadwinner. If the mother's the breadwinner,
jump ship.
Dump dad in a minute. Whoever makes more money, look at their tax returns, find out who makes more money.
Yes, go into find the key that's in some sort of vase and then unlock their old mahogany desk. Yes. Go through all the tax returns that they for sure printed out because old people have to print things out because the screens hurt their eyes for some reason. So go read tax returns.
Find out who's the best one.
If it's a dual income family, I would say whoever is the higher earner and whoever has the most investments, always side with them even if they're wrong.
And if it's even, kiss both their asses. That's what I say.
Don't get involved.
Just say, I believe, yes. When you're with your father, say, absolutely, I agree with you what you're saying about my mother. And then when you go to your mother, go, absolutely,
yes.
I agree with you what you're saying about my father. So play both sides.
I think pit them against each other, so slowly they grow to hate each other, they get a divorce, and then you get 2 Christmases.
Or 2 Hanukkahs.
That's true. 2 Hanukkahs.
That's 16 days.
That's literally the 16 gays. 16 gays. That's 16 days of socks. God, Hanukkah sucks. No offense.
Listen, I didn't come up with it.
Really good out. I like how you said father and mother, like you're alive during the Renaissance.
Papa, mama.
Papa. My
mama.
papa and I had a fight with my mama. Mama is mad and she won't talk to us. What shall I do?
What shan't I do?
What shan't I do? Yeah, I mean, I am such a gaslighter when it comes to parents talking shit. I agreed with everyone. Yeah. I'm always being.
I got a question though.
Go.
Who's the one cooking the dinner? If it's the mother cooking the dinner, you got to side with your mother.
Really?
Well, if you're hungry.
That's true. I mean, that doesn't apply to our family.
Shit,
we did take
mean?
out every single night.
Not every night. Sometimes I grilled.
That's true, actually. Every fortnight you grilled.
I'm good on the grill.
You are good on the grill.
I am.
One time you put mustard in an omelet, though, and that really changed the course of my life forever.
It was good or bad?
Bad? What do you mean good? In what world?
Because you have less taste buds. That's why you're deformed.
That is true. Me and my brother were born with less taste buds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we could eat a lot of spicy sauce.
That's why they would always win the horseradish eating contest, because you cheated.
Okay, but here's a little backstory. So we're Jews, as we've said literally 30 times. And in Hebrew school, shout out, there was a horseradish eating contest because Jews just really can't just relax.
Well, you can't eat that fish substance without a horseradish thing.
The food is so bad you have to put
fish.
sauces on it. Happy Passover, by the way.
Thank you.
We haven't celebrated since I got that bag when I was 13. So we would, line up and get spoons full of horseradish that were, varying degrees of hotness. And me and my brother didn't tell anyone that we were born with less taste buds. Rigged the system.
One every year.
One every year. Won money every year.
Came home
Fuck
and went,
you guys
I won.
are finding out now.
And I was like, no, duh.
And we also were like, we're competing against 20-year-old Jews. Oh, yeah. And we are legitimately 10 years old sweeping this contest.
Exactly.
Rigging it. I mean, we should have gotten a bookie involved. We would have made a lot of money.
You can make tens of dollars.
Tens of dollars. That's okay.
Okay, what's next?
Do you think we saved their life?
I don't know if we saved it, but we elongated it.
In what way?
Our wonderful advice, let them live another week.
You're welcome. It's like Tylenol. It's like baby aspirin, actually.
Yeah, we're just like little bits of advice.
A little bit, just a little bit. Okay, question 3.
Okay.
I don't have a very good... Are you okay?
I'm exhausted. Yes, go.
Do you want to take a moment? You want to do a light stretch or something? Take a baby aspirin?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You need a sciatica or something?
No, I don't have sciatica.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. But I don't want it.
Neither do I. Question number 3.
God.
I don't have a very good relationship with my dad. I feel like it's too late to get closer. Advice?
Well, first of all, is it a boy or a girl? Do we know?
No.
Or it doesn't even matter these days. It doesn't matter.
It could be anything.
We don't know what your age is. Not it. They.
They. Oh, wow.
Hello.
Okay. Woke dad logging on.
Hello. All of me just answered that.
What'd you just say?
All of me just answered that.
Stop. I don't trust what you're going to say next. But you've done so good up to this point.
Wait, say the question again.
Question number 3.
We're all listening in case you're
Stop. Okay. Question number 3. He doesn't mean that he has multiple personality disorder.
No.
No. Question number 3. I don't have a very good relationship with my dad. I feel like it's too late to get closer. Advice?
Well, the first bit of advice, which is, this is real. It's never too late.
Oh, keep going.
Unless you've killed him and then it's over. But up to that point, if everybody's still alive, it's never too late. And my advice would be find the things that you have in common more than the things that you don't have in common.
So true. Be a Republican. He's probably a Republican.
Can't say that for sure. Maybe
Well,
he just
he's a
likes
dad.
guns. Maybe just likes guns.
I feel like every dad is a Republican. Not you. We're non-political in this family, but
No, we're apolitical.
I think just agree with everything he says because he's going to die soon. And
you want to get the money.
exactly right. This is all connecting. We're French braiding all three of these questions.
Exactly.
You want to get the money. Who cares if you agree with what he says? Who cares?
This is called a white lie.
Yes.
Little white lie.
A little white lie.
But not really. Find out, let's get serious here for a minute.
Sorry.
Okay, this is my ground. I know what I'm doing here.
Okay, good.
Just find things that you have in common.
Like what?
Go outside and throw a baseball.
What if this person is 34 and the dad's 75?
Throw a big, one of those kind of things they buy at a dollar store, a bigger ball that won't hurt anybody, and kind of like toss it.
Toss a balloon. How about that? Let's keep it simple.
Yes, not outside because then it goes away.
Yeah, maybe just stay in the living room, everyone sit down, and then just pass around a balloon.
Friendly game of ping pong.
Friendly game of ping pong.
No darts. That sounds like it can end up bad.
That's true. I think life is too short and hatred makes you ugly, right?
It is true.
So the more you dwell on the past, the more you just live in this and hold on to this hatred, the more deep, fine lines you will receive. What's the issue?
And that means Botox.
Botox, and that's hundreds of dollars.
That's right. So
Gone.
stop it right now.
So stop it right now.
Get along. Can't we all just get along?
Just get along? There's worse things happening on this planet. Sit down at a long. This is what you're gonna do. Go to a WeWork. Okay, hear me out.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go to a
Is it
WeWork.
still open?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I know they did claim bankruptcy, but
Yeah,
they
I was
pulled through.
questioning that.
Yeah, I love that you know that.
I read.
Go to a WeWork. I read. Go to a WeWork. Rent out the biggest conference room they have. Sit on either side of the table, far, far apart.
Yes.
Everyone bring paper and bring your own literature and your own documents.
Wow.
And go through bullet point, everything that's happened, resolve it. Another thing that's happened, resolve it. Just get it done in a big business, legal fashion, and then you could go back to life.
We don't know their ages. Maybe the kid's 7 and doesn't have any, hasn't learned to write yet.
Then how did they submit this question?
Talk to text.
Talk to iPad. Hey, Mom, can you pause Pup Patrol? I really need to do this talk to text
Could Barney just take a breather for a minute while
on this podcast and submit my question via Gmail? Because I'm 7.
Mail. Go.
Wow, baby boss vibes.
Exactly.
Goo goo gaga.
Just get along.
Just get along. Life's too short. What's the issue?
Yeah, and then you get a gift.
And you get a gift at the end. Yeah.
Yes.
Think about your future. Don't you want a house one day?
Christmas.
We don't know what Dad does, but at
Holidays.
the very least, he could eventually buy you a condo.
Or at least start off at a car.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'd love to trade in my car.
It's not going to happen.
Rats. Okay, we have to go.
Wow, so this was our first episode.
This was our first episode.
A father-daughter team. I don't think there's been, I'm going to say there hasn't been any other ones, even though there has been, but I'm going to say we are at the top of the heap.
Blind faith. I think there's no other blonde duos I've noticed.
This good looking and smart.
Exactly right.
Uh-huh.
So even if they are out there, you wish.
Hello.
You wish you were us, okay?
No, we're experts at advice, as you can tell.
As you could obviously tell from this perfect podcast. I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
It's going to be great. We're going to go on for years and years and years and be bigger than everybody.
Yes, Joe Rogan, we're coming for your ass.
Exactly. Let's see you do it, daughter. Oh, wait, don't tell him.
Don't give him any ideas. He'll rent one for the day. Local hire.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, Joe, you're doing great, Joe.
Mention us.
Mention us. Plug us. We'd love to come on the pod. I don't know if we could say that. Doesn't matter. Too late. We love you guys. Submit your advice through all of the
questions, not advice.
Oh,
we
sorry.
give the
We
advice.
don't need your advice. We're doing
That's right.
amazing.
We're the ones with the advice. You're the ones with the problems.
Exactly right. And we'd like to keep it that way.
Exactly.
So submit your advice via Instagram. Let me ask my dad pod and let me ask my dad podongmail.com. It's a .org. No, it's just on Gmail, and we'll be back every week with new episodes, with new topics, and with new stories. We didn't even get into any of your crazy stories, like doing meth and
smart and
mud
witty
wrestling.
And fun. That falls under smart, witty, and fun.
Yeah.
So I look forward to it.
Me too.
And
Bye.
I hope you do.
Oh, and I hope you do too.
And this is us signing off. 1, 2, 3. Bye.
Bye.
Gabby is my girl.
Daddy is my dad.
We play together, we sing together.